Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel here at Crypto Nation. Hey, if you're new here, it's totally free. Subscribe and hit the like button for post notifications. Hey, this is another episode of Crypto Nation Reacts. Title's called Huge Bitcoin News. Crypto will go wild. This is Alcorn Daily, one of the biggest crypto channels. A lot of they just keep us updated on the crypto market, what's going on, and the big news and all that. Anyways, let's check it out to see. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button for post notifications and support the channel if you can. Anyways, I hope you guys can hear this loud and clearly. Let's get right onto it, to the next episode.
Interest rates and greater volatility define the new regime.
Bitcoin is up 25% in 2 weeks, touching $68,000 as Donald Trump eyes Bitcoin reserves for a U.S. strategy. CNBC and the mainstream media at large are discussing the possibility of the U.S. government considering Bitcoin as a reserve currency under a potential re-election of Donald Trump. This isn't official yet, but there's going to be something like this, a big Bitcoin announcement Trump is going to make at Bitcoin Nashville this week. Listen to the discussion here. What do you think?
Do you think that these favorable comments could go so far as to indicate that he'd be open to it being a reserve currency for the U.S.?
Yeah, so there were some rumblings of that on X this week. It could be something that's very difficult to get done, but it is possible. The Justice Department holds about 200,000 units of Bitcoin. So the United States is the largest holder of Bitcoin. And so they could easily just move that over to the Department of Treasury and start right there and have 13 billion worth of Bitcoin on the balance sheet. So it is a possible move. It just could be tough to get done. But what happens is the Justice Department, in holding these units of Bitcoin, they've been a random seller in the space. And so if they move from being a random seller at times, which could push the price of Bitcoin down, over to being a long-term hodler, well, that could be really good for the space and push prices up.
Like, I know this seems crazy, but do not underestimate how much research Donald Trump has been doing about Bitcoin mining, many different aspects.
About a month ago, Trump met with some of the Bitcoin miners, and we think he really got educated on the space. He got educated on how the inner workings happen, about blockchain, and how transactions are verified. And when he goes to speak at this conference at the end of next week, he is going to talk about helping out smooth regulations for crypto. There's been a lot of headwinds in the space. A lot of those came from Gary Gensler. There's been a lot of roadblocks, and you're going to see him come out and say, hey, let's help innovation here. Let's help Bitcoin and blockchain progress.
If Donald Trump does even just make things better for miners, but if he does even just some of what he says he's going to do, this would have a direct effect on Bitcoin's price and push it up. Here, CEO of Dame Crypto Wealth Management explains.
Bitcoin mining, it moves around quickly to the place where it can find the cheapest energy. And at times it's Texas, and it's moved to New York, and it's moved to Wyoming, and it goes back to Texas. And so it really depends on striking these energy deals. And so in a pro-business environment, if Trump is able to lower these energy costs for these miners will then be able to hold more Bitcoin on their balance sheet, further reducing the supply that's available to acquire on open exchanges of Bitcoin. And that could further reinforce the price and help it go up and higher.
And by the way, Donald Trump says that he wants all Bitcoin made in the USA. I don't know if he's purposefully being hyperbolic. Obviously, that's impossible. But even if more Bitcoin was made in the USA, that would ultimately be good. Listen to this.
He said something to the effect of he wanted to make sure that every Bitcoin minted when he becomes president will be done so in the United States, Brian, which is kind of a funny way of putting it in terms of minting Bitcoin. But I mean, currently, is a lot of Bitcoin actually done here versus abroad? I mean, can you give us sort of that sense?
It would be impossible to mine all Bitcoin in the United States. It's great that he's saying it and, make America great again. And it really will help innovation. It's just too hard to do. There's a wide diversification of miners. They're spread all across the world. And it really goes to where is energy the cheapest. And if you could even put free energy here, another country will give incentives to have Bitcoins mined in their country. It's just something that won't get done. 100% of the Bitcoins mined in the United States won't happen, but more of it happening here by many different companies is always better for the space.
Now, so much is going on. Bitcoin did take a little bit of a tumble on news of Biden's withdrawal from the election race. Even Solana-based meme coins, Bowden and Biden meme coins down 60% after Biden's historic decision. Now, Bitcoin did kind of pop right back up, but it is volatile, as you can see, just because there's a lot of uncertainty right now. So Kamala looks to me like the main frontrunner for the presidential race of 2024.
I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been. You know?
Joe Biden endorsed Kamala. There will probably be other contenders. We'll have to see how it shakes out, but it seems like Kamala is the one to beat right now. Here's the thing. Kamala can make a huge impact on this election if she comes out pro-Bitcoin this week. We need a pro-crypto president. And look, Joe Biden and Kamala, they were not that friendly to crypto, but things can change here and now.
Honestly, personally, I think it's too late for her. She should have already came out and said that she supported Bitcoin and crypto. Honestly, I think at this point, if she come out and say she supported, I think it's too late. She's just trying to do it to get votes, but I don't think she really supports it. But yeah, even if she does, it's too late at this point. You know, Trump is going to be at the Bitcoin conference in Nashville. So there you go. You know, you got to know how to read between the lines. You know, you can't fool me.
Whether you'll be voting Democrat or not, or Republican, it doesn't really matter. I think crypto shouldn't be a partisan issue. The Democratic Party has a huge opportunity to win back a big share of the crypto vote. This should be a top priority for the new nominee in an election that will be won on the margins in states where crypto is a live issue. The fact is, if Democrats got a little bit better on their crypto policies, that would just give competition to the Republican Party and Trump to get even better on crypto. I don't know. What do you think? In other news, Donald Trump is considering BlackRock CEO Larry Fink as the Treasury Secretary. This surprised me. Also, I saw the other day he was also considering Jamie Dimon as the Treasury Secretary. Now, to me, whether it's Larry Fink or Jamie Dimon, to me, this is not really draining the swamp. It's basically on par with the swamp with, for instance, Steven Mnuchin, who was a former Treasury.
Like I said before, my previous video, guys, Jamie Dimon, he's a no-go. I hope Trump don't pick Jamie Dimon. I'd rather have Fink in there. I believe Fink really more believe in Bitcoin. Jamie Dimon is a market manipulator. I'm gonna tell you, he's not for the people. He's not for retail. He's definitely a market manipulator. But yeah, you know, Fink could be a market manipulator as well. But Jamie Dimon, he throws it right in your face. We all saw what he was doing back during our crypto bear market when he called Bitcoin and crypto trash and it's worthless. But he was secretly buying Bitcoin at the time. So there you have it. He's definitely a market manipulator. I just hope Trump makes the right decision and go with Fink over Dimon. But anyways, that's just my take.
Secretary. But between the two, I'd take Larry Fink any day. He truly believes that Bitcoin and crypto will be the future.
I believe Bitcoin is legitimate.
You have been a leader in willing to embrace crypto. You have made it so that people can be in Bitcoin. We hear that you are thinking about Ethereum. These are incredible things. Now, BlackRock is not known as a gunslinger by any means. So you obviously must believe that this may be as an alternative. Is this an alternative in order to be able, because of a deficit, maybe something long-term people should have?
Absolutely. As you know, I was a skeptic.
Yes.
I was a proud skeptic. And I studied it, learned about it, and I came away saying, okay, my opinion 5 years ago was wrong. Here's my opinion today. This is what I believe in today. I believe the opportunity today. I believe Bitcoin is legitimate.
And in other news, this is kind of being swept under the rug a little bit, not really getting as much press as I think it deserves. Ethereum breaks through 3,500 as spot Ethereum ETF progress nears the finish line. Just to give you guys a little bit of
With their ability to provide a safe haven investment and diversify returns, and their historic role as an alternative form of currency and value, gold and silver have a long history of investment advantages. With Sprott Physical Gold Trust,
insight on how each issuer, like for instance here, BlackRock, is advertising their Ethereum ETF. You can see here, BlackRock says Ethereum's appeal lies in its decentralized nature and its potential to drive digital transformation in finance and other industries. Or Bitwise, they basically lay out why you should use Bitwise right with them. They say, fund directly invests in Ethereum, 0.2% management fee, 0 for the first 6 months. They donate 10% of profits to Ethereum open source developers. The fund's Ethereum addresses public for transparency, built by crypto specialists. Now, I think this is going to be hugely bullish for price in the long term. Of course, volatility maybe when it actually does launch, but just like with Bitcoin, it eventually, got huge, overwhelming demand. I'm surprised when I see press like this, Ethereum ETFs could see underwhelming demand, to research firms predict. To be honest, I like how this short explains the Ethereum ETFs. I tend to think the Ethereum ETFs are bullish for the price of Ethereum, and I tend to think something like this is going to happen.
The Bitcoin ETFs are absolutely crushing it, but can the Ethereum ETFs do better? The spot Bitcoin ETFs are the most successful ETFs in Wall Street history, with more than $15 billion in inflows since it launched 5 months ago. Can Ethereum do better than that? Well, Ethereum is about 1/3 size of Bitcoin by market cap. So if the Ethereum ETF catches 30% of the Bitcoin inflows, I think it would be a major success. But can it do better? Look, Bitcoin is digital gold, and that's great. But you know what really gets investors excited? Tokenization, stablecoin market, NFTs, DePIN, RWAs, gaming. If you want to invest in those things, Ethereum is like the picks and shovels play to do it. Bitcoin is like holding gold. Ethereum is more like holding Apple stock. So, will the Ethereum ETFs do better than Bitcoin? I think the answer is obvious. My name is Tina. Like and follow for more.
So much is happening this year in crypto and next year in crypto. New things happen every day. If you're interested in making money in crypto, subscribe to our channel. We give you an edge, keeping you informed on a daily basis. If you want a bot-free way to converse and discuss with us, make sure you download the Roundtable app and you can engage with us and many other movers and shakers in crypto. This was our last post. I'm about to post another one very soon. Donald Trump wants to back the US dollar with Bitcoin, and we're going to go into the discussion and engage right now. I'll see you there. My name is Aaron, Altcoin Daily. See you tomorrow.
All right, guys, that's a episode of Crypto Nation.
Great news.
Let me close that out. Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. That's another episode of Crypto Nation Reacts, and let's see what happens over the next week. There's Bitcoin at 66, a little bit over 66,500 right now. But anyways, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button for post notifications. I will see everybody in the next one. Hope everybody enjoy the rest of your night. Peace.